What's up, everybody? Philip is back. I'm here. I'm so excited to get back on the YouTube series. I'm so excited to be back. The topic today is how to save for a house. And this is not set in stone. This is not one all be all for everybody. This is just a general guideline with some simple math, some simple calculations here. And the example I'm setting is you want to save 10% on a house for a down payment in 3 years on a $200,000 house. And if you don't want a $200,000 house, obviously do your own numbers. If you want a little bit more, do your own numbers. This is just a in between, in the middle for everybody of what we need to save for. And there's programs out there that you can put down 3%. And there's SC Housing that gets you $8,000 towards closing costs. And there's Palmetto Heroes. There's a bunch of different programs to get you to save some money and give you a better opportunity to get a house. But we're talking about straight up, conventional, straight up, I'm saving money for a down payment on my house, and this is what we're going to do. So $10,000 of a $200,000 house is 20 grand. Okay. It may seem like a lot, but in 3 years, if you work hard and you are diligent and you are disciplined in saving that money, it can happen easily. And I put the math as somebody making $35,000 a year. And again, that's kind of an in-between. That's in the lower spectrum of income. But I did also want it too high, so this is kind of in the middle. So for somebody making $35,000 a month, and what they need to do to get that $20,000 in 3 years is about, let's say that's $555 a month is what you need to get that thing up. $20,000 in 3 years. It's doable. And this is also considering one of my points that you might want to consider. That math is with a 3 to 4% APY, a high savings account, high yield savings account. And really you should have this no matter what. I'm a Dave Ramsey guy. He always recommends, for your emergency fund and I think your starter emergency fund, put it in a high yield savings account. It's just money the bank gives you in simple terms. It's not an investment. It's just a little extra cheese in the savings you have in your bank account. So if you don't put your money in a stock market account or even a mutual fund, your savings for your house, don't put it in Apple, don't put it in GameStop, don't put it in some robot shoes you saw in China. Don't do it. This is a tool that you want for your future, not something you want to see go downhill and plummet. I think like McDonald's, out of nowhere because of this, I think they had E. coli, some kind of bacteria in their food or something. And out of nowhere, McDonald's dropped like $15, something like that. So you put a $2,000, if that money you're trying to save for your house, and that happens, it's not good. Investing like that is like a long haul thing, 5 years or more. This is a 3-year track. So, it's just the risk is too big for the gain that you might receive with small time investment in what you're trying to do. 3 to 5% APY savings account is a good middle ground. It's a good, hey, we're saving money and we're getting some extra cash in there as well. It's not a whole lot. It can be, how much you save in there, but it's not going to change your life, but it's also something you're leaving off the table if you don't get that. So yeah, with that, if you're really, really serious, I would consider cutting some stuff, some subscriptions, maybe out to eat, and possibly some side gigs like that. And I know this sounds like hard work. I know this sounds like, something that you don't want to do, but I mean, do you want a beautiful house? Do you want somewhere to live? That's really cool. Or like me, I'm totally cool with somebody living in a rent house, renting, for the first year. Say out of your mom and dad's house or your first year of marriage. I'm totally cool with you renting for the first year. You gotta figure out how close you want to be to your mother-in-law before you buy the house. You get what I'm saying? Rent for the first year and then figure out, hey, I think we're too close to our mother-in-law and her spaghetti sauce sucks anyway. So we're going to move 20 minutes that way when we buy our house. Yeah. Anyway, no problem at all. And while you're renting, you don't have many obligations. You don't have to worry about the HVAC most of the time. You don't have to worry about, you name it, the appreciation. Sorry. You don't have to worry about things being messed up, at the time you're ready. And then when you're saving all this money, you work hard and you see the future. Discipline equals freedom. Thank you, Jocko. You just got to be disciplined. You got to do it. Nothing great ever comes easy. Nothing good ever comes easy. But the greatest things, have some difficulty in them. And, if that's getting some side hustles, if that's getting a part-time job along with whatever you're doing, just for, a tiny bit. If that's cutting some subscriptions, instead of going to Starbucks 5 times a week, you go twice a week. You get you a Keurig, like I got over there. It makes better coffee anyway. I might get some controversy there, but my coffee tastes better than Starbucks. I don't care what anybody says. Mine's so much better. Just Costco coffee grounds and Walmart coffee creamer. Great value. I'm going to get some controversy over that because Starbucks is some people's messiah. And, your Starbucks might be costing you. Just saying. And, people get in and we're not all perfect. I've done it before. Just people can't see the future in mind. People can't see 5 moves ahead. They can only see in the right now, what's going on right now. I'm sacrificing Starbucks right now. I'm sacrificing my porterhouse steak. I've done this. I'm sacrificing my big old 15-ounce, 20-ounce steak right now. But I don't see how I can be cooking my own steak and having a nice coffee in my beautiful countertop, and I've got a 1/4 acre I can run around with the kids with and bang them in the head with a football. It's just, people don't see the future or what they can achieve. So, yeah, cut down on some expenses. And I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy at all. But, do you want your own property? Do you want an investment in 15 years that you can make some money on? And a place you really like to live that you can call your own? The grass feels so much greener when you know it's yours. Especially when it's paid off. I haven't felt that yet, but I've been told when you get it paid off, I dream of that day, having my house paid off. The grass is so much greener, they say. But even it's renting to owning, and then really owning, when you pay off the house, is great. So that's my video today. I know I kind of made it simple. I don't want to play it off as it being easy. Saving $20,000, for some people, for a lot of people, is no easy chore or easy task. It's something to be very proud of, though. If you do this, if you save $20,000 in 3 years, that's something to be proud of. And that's no, because I know you cut down some unessential stuff in your life to save that money. I know you probably did some Instacart. I know you probably got a part-time job. I know you probably delivered some Amazon packages. That's something to be proud of. You saved $20,000. I know what you went through. You probably sold your car. You got a beater like I got. I got a 2008 Corolla for $2,000 in August because I didn't want to spend something stupid. I didn't want to buy a brand new car and be stranded with a $500 car payment, because then that right there, if I would have had a $500 car payment for a depreciating car, instead of putting that towards a house or into a mutual fund or into a savings account, car gets you from A to B. And I'm going off topic here a little bit, but not really. I would consider looking at your car as well. And I'm not a know-it-all, be-all, but I can just tell you this. If you have a freaking Kia and you're spending $700 on it a month, and it's going to break down in 5 years, which most Kias do, it's not a good investment. No car is a good investment besides darn 70 Chevelles and Corvettes and stuff, and maybe Bugattis and stuff. But there's like 1% of cars that are investment. Your car is not an investment. It's not. I'm sorry. A car gets you from A to B. Yeah, my car has got Steelies on it, and it's got a $50 Walmart radio. It's still got Bluetooth. But who cares? I got $500 to $700 in my pocket, and it gets 32.5 miles per gallon. I know people with a 2024 brand new car that's a hybrid that gets 40 miles a gallon, but they spent 50 grand on it. I've gotten way off topic here, but just consider that. Because if you really want to do what you want to save money for a house, for your future, do smart things. Think like a chess player. Think 5 moves ahead. That's like a beginner for a chess player. The masters think like 15 moves ahead. But start off like, hey, 5 moves ahead. Where am I now? Where do I want to be in 3 years? And what house do I want in 5 years? Or how much savings do I want? I want that feeling of safety in a house and a savings account. And a lot of things can take that away from you. So be mindful. I love you guys. I know I went a little ranty and I went off topic a little bit, but I love y'all. And like the video, subscribe, comment. Peace.